Diamonds in Minecraft may be one of the most valuable things because you can craft items, armor, tools, items, yeah, I guess maybe no block. I realized I said items before I thought about it. Whatever you craft with diamonds, say armor or tools, their durability will be super high and they are more efficient, so they'll be quicker and easier to use. So always getting diamonds is like a required step if you are going to get far in Minecraft. Now, I know there have been lots of tutorials about how to find diamonds effectively and easily, but I have a few tips, and I feel like it's time for an updated video all about some diamond facts. So I'm gonna give you guys some great tips on how to find diamonds, more than just what level you need to mine at. There's one really surprising one in here, so let's jump in. So here we are inside of my Minecraft realm, actually, and I've cut away using commands a big section. Whoa, I got a little bit of glitch there. A big section of this area to go all the way down past bedrock even. By the way, fun feature of this area is that there are ocean ruins up on top of the mesa here, which is like really, really cool. Anyway, so let's jump down into this area. If you're looking for diamonds and you're coming to this video a little bit fresh and new, and you're wondering where are these diamonds, I've been looking forever. Well, you do need to dig far down into the ground in order to get them. So I've carved out this area and you can start to finally see diamonds near the bottom of all of, this cutaway. So you got iron, you got some coal and lapis, but you never see diamond really high up in the area. You always are going to see diamond. Now I added those diamonds for effect later on, but you're always going to see diamond at these lower levels of the world, right before you get to the bedrock layer. Now, the way that block spacing works in Minecraft is this first layer of blocks right here, and you cannot place anything underneath where that block is right there. This first layer is considered layer 0. This is something, if you get into programming, a lot of computers count starting with 0. And so this is layer 0 right here. And then the next layer up is layer 1. And as you can see, the bedrock layer is not 100% at layer 1. Then you go up to layer 2 and it's a little less, 3 a little less, and 4 even less before they don't put any more bedrock onto layer 5. And then up here, you have the diamond. This is actually all naturally occurring diamond. It just happened to be here when I cut the world open, which is actually pretty amazing that there's 4 pockets of diamond right here in a row, which is pretty cool. So diamond will always spawn below layer 15. And if you happen to be on Java Edition, you can actually hit the wrong button. You can see what layer you're on in your coordinates on the sidebar there. So if you want to know where you are, that is how to do it. And then also, if you look at a block, you'll get more information. It'll say looking at block, and so if I look over here, it'll say looking at block, in 15. That middle number is the coordinate that you're going to be looking at in order to figure that out. That is your Y coordinate. So over here, this is a demonstration on how often diamonds will spawn. So consider each block basically a percentage, kind of like that. It's actually not quite like that, but you can just imagine that the more diamonds you see, the more often you are going to get diamonds. So starting here at level 15, we only have 1, not a whole bunch. 14 has a little bit more, 13 has a little bit more, but starting at layer 12, going all the way down, and that would be layer 5, I believe. And it makes a lot of sense because there is so much bedrock in the way down here that the moment that bedrock starts to sort of take over where the diamond is, then you start getting less and less diamond all the way down. So as long as you are digging within layer 11 and 12, then you're going to have all the diamond. Like that's going to be the maximum amount of diamond that you can get. Now, there is a technique that you need to keep in mind, and that is that lava will also spawn whenever you're down deep inside of the world. Over here, I found a natural lava cave. If I head through here, on the other side. This lava right here will spawn in basically whenever there is like open space. A lot of times lava will just form where there would be air before. And I can switch into spectator mode and you can kind of see this layer right here with lava. There's always going to be lava basically at that layer unless, you know, it's very rare that there's not lava. So anytime that there's a pocket lava, the game will fill that area with lava. So in order to demonstrate that over here on the side, I added a little bit of lava exactly right there at that layer. And so you can see at layer 10, that is where the first block of lava will spawn. And so if you are looking for the best layer to dig at, I would suggest putting your body between layers 12 and layers 11. That way, if you accidentally happen to mine into a lava area, it will not overflow and flow into your mine shaft. It will stay where it is contained by a block that is next to it. So this is the area that I suggest. I know some people suggest being down here at level 11 and 10, and I believe that is because anytime that you mine through a wall, you're able to see the top block. So you can see here, 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 and here. And so I feel like some people like to be lower because you get 100% of all of that diamond. But I feel like level 13, it's not enough of a difference to really need you to have to deal with all that lava. So if you are standing right where I suggest that you stand, so we're going to turn off that mode right there. This is the exact area that I want, where there's lava below me, and I'm going to be aiming for that very lucrative spot of diamond. Where does F3 say I am? Y is Y11, and that is because this is showing the Y coordinates of my feet, not my head. So if you are at Y11 as you are mining, that is the place to be. Now let's talk about mining techniques when it comes to actually mining. You could obviously go caving. You could go, there's all sorts of different ways to get diamonds. I suggest strip mining because it's way less dangerous, and strip mining is where you find an area. So let's say, this is where we have decided that we are going to start mining, and we just go in one direction until we finally bump into some diamond. And obviously we'd put down torches along the way. We create a strip, and if you do that in layers, it's basically considered a strip mine in Minecraft lore. And so that is going to be how I suggest that you get diamonds as well. So over here, I have used some commands to delete everything that isn't diamonds. So all the andesite, all the diorite, all the stone, all of it is gone. And that just shows us some natural occurring diamond in the world. And you can see a little bit of a pattern here. And that is that almost all of the diamond that is going to spawn is going to be in a 2x2 sort of situation. We have a few outliers around, but most of the time, if diamond spawns, it will be in some type of configuration of 2x2. So let's talk about strip mining techniques, because I feel like this is the most shocking bit of information I'm going to give you guys, is that this is a traditional strip mining technique where you dig in, and these smooth stone blocks represent what you can see. So you can see above, below, and both sides. And what most strip mining techniques will do is you will move 1-2 blocks and then start another strip mine. And that means that you can see all of these spaces. And that means that you're very thorough. No piece of diamond will be left unturned, basically, because you're going to go down this way. If you'll see every block, and then you'll see every block right next to it, and you continue your strip mine. Although I would say that this is not an efficient way to run a strip mine. And the reason is because of the fact that diamonds will spawn in a block of 2x2. So in this 4-block configuration. So in this example, if you happen to run into diamond, then mine it out. Well, why are you even building a strip mine right here? Because you're doing double duty. Now you're looking at where you would have already mined. And so, yes, it's efficient. I should rephrase. It's not efficient. It's thorough. Yes, you're being very thorough to get every single diamond, but is it efficient? No. So you have to battle efficiency versus thoroughness, because you could be very efficient but leave some diamonds behind, or you could be very thorough and it takes a lot of time. So I've seen, this is sort of the blown up version of this type of strip mine. This actually uses 3 blocks in between strip mines, but then it'll create another strip mine a layer up. And so you can see that all of these smooth stone blocks is where the player can see. And so you are very, very thorough with this type of design. And if you want to keep going, you have a door here, you could start here, and that would mean that you would see, not that one, I lied. You would see all of these blocks whenever you are creating your mine, and you'd be able to observe all of those. So what is the technique that I actually do suggest you use? I feel like this is too thorough and not efficient enough. And there's actually some people who have backed me up on this. It's actually if you search diligently enough, you can find a nice graph that shows how thorough you are versus how efficient you are. And what it made me realize is the most efficient way to search for diamonds is actually to start one strip mine and just go forever. And never, well, of course, gravel is in the way, and never turn back around, because that means every block that you bump into is going to be new. You're never going to have the issue of remining or relooking where another strip mine has been. Of course, that's a little impractical to just go forever. So where the graph starts to level off is at 6 blocks. So you can see this would be one strip mine in one direction, and then you got 6 blocks, and then a strip mine in the other direction. And yeah, this kind of seems like it's leaving 2 extra spaces for things to spawn, and you wouldn't be able to see, if this is our average, that we're going to get a pocket of diamond in a 2x2 grid. Yeah, it does leave these 2 blocks completely free, but chances are there may be another ore that you mine out that reaches the diamond. You're going to sort of like dig in and whatnot. Let me mention one other type of technique that I have seen, and that includes doing a strip mine, but also doing basically a tunnel outwards so that you can see wherever you're strip mining. So you'd strip mine for a little while. God, I hate gravel. And then you would dig one direction or the other so that you could actually sort of look and see where other things are. Once again, I feel like this is very thorough, but it's not very efficient. You not needing to turn and look at a new spot or counting out how many areas between these sort of offshoots are, I feel like it's going to be much more convenient for you to just go straight ahead and continue to mine in one direction. It'll be the most efficient. It won't be thorough, but you're absolutely going to spend your time wisely with that technique by spacing out your areas much further. Okay, finally, before I leave you, just a few more things that you should keep in mind. And that is that you should always fortune your diamonds. So if you're lucky enough to find diamonds, you should use the fortune enchantment, which you can get on a pick, in order to get the most diamonds out of your diamond ore. If you are heavy into enchanting, I would suggest you don't bring your fortune pick into the mines. So here I am, I'm sitting on this big pile of diamonds here in survival. So I have two picks here. One is a Silk Touch, one is a Fortune 3. And you can see that just with one bit of ore. Oh, wow, that was unlucky. I only got 1 diamond from that. You have the chance of getting a lot more diamonds. So that one, I got 3 diamond. The first one, I only got 1. So you're always going to want to use Fortune, preferably Fortune 3, on all of the diamond that you get so that you can turn just a few bits of diamond into a lot more diamond. But if you bring your Fortune 3 pick into the mines with you, first, you risk losing it, which I feel the Fortune 3 pick is a more valuable pick than the Silk Touch pick. But the other issue is, after mining, say, 12 20 blocks, you're going to have a stack of diamonds, and that's going to take up an entire inventory space. So if you use Silk Touch instead and pick up the ore, then it'll take up a lot less space inside of your inventory because it's a 1-to-1 ratio of, one ore that you pick up and one inventory spot. And this 11 diamond could turn into 33 diamond if you had used your fortune, and you'd be filling up your inventory way too quickly. So you should carry a Silk Touch pick with you if you're going to go looking for diamonds, and that way you can carry the ore back to your base. Once you're at your base, then whip out the Fortune 3 pick and break it all apart so that you don't have to have all that extra diamond inside of your inventory. There you go, everything you need to know about finding diamonds. Thanks so much for watching this episode of OMG Craft. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a big ol' thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe for future videos, tips, tricks, tutorials, and spotlights here on OMG Craft. See you next time. Bye!